the end of your name, I can trust that we'll do above 2 minutes. But I'll try to run as fast as I can. And also for attorneys, for every rule in life, there's always an exception. So maybe I'll be that exception. Uncle Chinwe, as we fondly call him, because Chris sounds so weird to me, Uncle Chinwe Kaiji Mania. There's one word. I'm sure most of Houston and United States know Uncle Chinwe as a soft-spoken person. So probably you might feel it represents the entirety of the Ulasi family. We are not soft-spoken at all. So for those of you guys who know the family well, you understand that we are not soft-spoken at all. And Uncle Chinwe is one out of 7 of my uncles, right? Yeah, including my father, so 7 brothers. But amongst the 7 of them, he's by far the most soft-spoken of all of them, the most empathetic, and the most compassionate of all of them. If you take a poll and say, all the nephews and nieces, who do you love most, minus your own biological father, who, by virtue of birthing you, you have no choice but to love him, Uncle Chinwe will win that vote before it is counted. And the reason being, the nature of the way he talks. So, I can hardly remember him angry. Ibatabai forever na bamba. You understand when everybody why we love Uncle Chinwe, he will never be in that field. He will break down in tears, begging his nephews and nieces to calm down. And that's the power of his words have broken every barrier in the family and given the reason for all of us to absolutely love him. So it goes beyond his generosity. It goes beyond, Uncle, life is ephemeral, so let me tell you this. And I make bold to say, for someone, the grace Uncle Chinwe has is beyond valuation. Reason being, for someone to be 70 and we've not heard, or there is no son or daughter out somewhere that can say I'm Uncle Chinwe's biological child, but he has fathered a lot of children. From the first of us, who is Obiora, Adeze's elder brother. Her brother is the first among the nephews and nieces. Adeze is the second, and then to the rest of us, we can confidently say that Uncle Chinwe has been the second father in everybody's life, as much as your own father. So to wrap it up, I would have loved to say further things, because witnessing what happened earlier today, you realize that you don't have a lot of time to tell people how much they mean to you, how much you love them. So if this is the day I get to say it, then I probably make the best of it. Uncle Chinwe transcends beyond, like I said, words of valuation. You cannot, when Uncle Chinwe told me I was going to say a few words about him, I tried to, Uncle Chinwe told me earlier, Uncle Chuchu said so today. I tried to, should I write it down? How do I do this? I said, well, for someone who is special, you really do not need to find the words. It just comes from the heart, and that is the truth. Till date, approaching almost 40, Uncle Chinwe still treats me like his baby nephew. He doesn't want any stress. He believes that it doesn't matter. I could see myself at 40, and Uncle Chinwe walks into my 40th party, and he's still treating me like a nephew. If it's possible, you do not bring out your wallet, that's fine. He will take care of it. And that is the beauty of Uncle Chinwe. He, like I said, he's beyond valuation. I can keep saying this. I don't know how to, explain this. He's the fulcrum of peace in the family. Whenever there is, the chaos is about to start, the only person, I repeat, the only person that can put a wage and say, enough is enough, and we will listen, is Uncle Chinwe, because nobody else has that power in the family. And that's why I said, for those of you who know him, you might think the Ulasis are soft-spoken. We are not soft-spoken in any way, manner, or form. But he is the reason why we can say, there are some human beings, as in he is from a different breed. I don't know where he came from, but my wife will tell you, he's closer to my wife now than to myself. He can call and say, at times the organ on Kochu was there no for person, has he done it? That's how close he is. My 2 kids were better in his house. And I remember, this is personal to me, when my wife in the US come home, she has tons and tons of family in the United States. And she listen. To test the strength of brotherhood, sisterhood, of family abroad is when you go to their houses.
That's right.
That's when you test the unity you think you have. It doesn't matter if you share the surname, maybe people are too busy. And a lot of times they can dump you by the wayside. You see, listen, forget your cousins and everybody. I think no matter Uncle Chinwe, I can just no try and see, don't worry. By the time you go and come back, you will have a different testimony of who this my uncle is and why I insist that you must go to his house in Houston and then back I can move my kid. Well, Okwete, Uncle Chinwe ensured that Tandy did not lift a finger in the United States. The betting process, everything, it goes beyond having the means to take care of the person. And that's one thing people always confuse about, having resources. It doesn't, you could have all the money in the world and you still be a terrible person.
That's right.
Uncle Chinwe goes beyond his generosity as a person. It's in things that you cannot explain. It's in the way he speaks to you, it's in the way he does his things. I could say, I can equate him to a mathematical equation where you are given an equation and it has 10 marks. You can get that question right from step 1 to step 8, and you make 8/10. Maybe along the line you deviate and you miss the final answer. But the process is what matters. And that is why if you cheat at an exam and copy the answer, you will fail. So the process is the entire thing, and that's Uncle Chinwe for you. The process, from the way he talks, the way he handles the situation, that's everything about Uncle Chinwe. So Uncle, I will say to you, like I said, I have to wrap this up. A lot of fingers up to stop talking. God bless you. I cannot thank you enough. Even being a father now and still being your nephew, you have refused that to take responsibility when you are around. You still treat us like babies, and that's something we'll cherish. That's something we'll go to our graves with, knowing that we had an uncle. We have and had an uncle who is beyond the word amazing. God bless you. I pray that 70, you look, I hope to look like you when I'm 70. You define the odds. God will keep blessing you. God will keep enriching you. Whatever you lay your hands on will prosper. You shall never lack. Happiness will never desist from your heart. That which the earth didn't give to you, God will give to you.
Amen.
And whenever you go to bed and sleep, remember, I speak this from my heart, and I speak this on behalf of my nephews and nieces, and I believe I have the authority to say their hearts too. We love you beyond words can ever imagine, beyond words can ever explain. We love you wholeheartedly. You are the best there is and will always be. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you. Nonso, thank you. Chuku Nonso. Biko, that's Ulasi family. Biko, onya bifa wane uku. Everybody is feeling the same way. I can tell you, no buna siku boku eba na yama na here. Makana Chris.